Dear Diary, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good.
This is my owl. It is a boy. His name is Tonks. Because, well, Nymphadora Tonks is badass and amazing, and I love her with all my heart. Hello, everybody. I know it has been a while. Today we're going to be talking about fandom. Something that's really close to me. Because, well, my entire family thinks I'm this crazy, insane fangirl that just follows celebrities around and stalks them. And I don't do it as much as they think I do. I'm pretty anxiety-ridden most of the time. When I meet celebrities and people that I look up to, I'm really calm. I'm really calm and I'm really put together. But people don't believe me because of the way I act in private. I don't advertise this. Harry Potter. Kind of like, I love Shadowhunters. Hopelessly in love with Natalia Shadowhunters. And Darren Criss and Chris Colfer. Being in a fandom and being on Twitter and on Instagram has really actually helped me, I think. But being on social media and being in a fandom has done so much good for me because I've met some of the best friends ever online. Pause. We're going to talk about Darren Criss for just 1 second. Give him the Emmy now for American Crime Story. Just give him the award. Just give him the award. Make a big stink about it. Save everybody time later. It's just easier this way. Just easier. Lately, I've been like totally on this whole Katie Lotz thing, but like, here's the thing with Katie Lotz. Here's the thing with Katie Lotz. Katie Lotz is this incredible powerhouse. Like you see all these things with like Shadowhunters, you see them doing all these stunts and everything, and they're always like hooked up. Katie Lotz just does it. She just goes, oh yeah, I can do a backflip. I'm like, plus she's a dancer, and I love dancing, and I was a competitive dancer when I was younger. But we're cute. So I've just been like, I don't know, I just find her so, like, she's such an inspiration to me right now. And so I'm like on this huge Katie Lotz kick. And I love her so much. And she's my sister's celebrity crush. And I have a picture with her. So, I mean, so it's giving me a social life, as weird as that sounds. I mean, I know it's like social media online and everything, but it's actually giving me a social life. I actually have friends because of my obsession with Glee. That's the reason I have friends. That's how I started my Twitter account. Chris Colfer told me that my mom told him that he needed to tell me that I needed to clean my bedroom and that my bathroom was disgusting. And then I informed him that I share my bathroom with a teenage boy. And he goes, well, then the bathroom's just not your fault. I'm like, exactly. But no, and then I asked my mom, I'm like, well, what did you actually say? Because this is what and then I told her what he told me. And she's like, I just wanted to thank him for everything that he's done for you. She's like, you write again. And you sing and you dance and you act again. I mean, that's the whole thing. And I'm so, like, that means that she thinks I'm crazy, but she also knows that the craziness of Glee and loving, especially Chris and Darren. So, yeah, it was a really nice thing to know that even though she thinks I'm a little crazy, she's really grateful for all that craziness because it means that I'm actually doing what I want to do. So that's really great. Glee is like a drug that you just can't quit. You can't. Because all of a sudden, you're sitting here and you're like, oh, that's a good song. Yeah, I know that song because it was on Glee. And then all of a sudden, you're listening to the Glee cast version. And then after that, you know what you're doing? You're watching Glee on Netflix. And then after that, you've dived into YouTube and you're in an endless pit of Klain videos. This is Remus Lupin. He was portrayed by David Thewlis. The love of his life, Nymphadora Tonks, was portrayed by Natalia Tena, who I love. I love Natalia. I think she's so great. I love her music. Molotov Jukebox. Oh, yes. Yes, Lord. I love Molotov Jukebox. I love them. And I want to go to London. I want to go back to England this September just so I can see them in concert. Now else in here? Funko Pop? Funko? You need a Tonks. So I can play with them like they're Barbies and make them kiss. Okay? And here's a little something. One, in my life, in my headcanon, Remus Lupin and Sirius Black and Fred Weasley and Nymphadora Tonks, they're all still alive and well. Tonks and Lupin are with Teddy. Everything's fantastic. Because I refuse to accept canon. Let me tell you this. I wanted that fucking scene in the hospital, especially for Remus and Tonks. Are you kidding me? That was a pivotal point in their relationship. That was like, just before Remus was like, oh fuck, I love the woman, I should marry her. Because she's fantastic. And then they get married, everything's happy. And then Tonks gets pregnant. And then, see, and this is my other issue. Would it have killed them? Would it have killed them to add in the Teddy storyline in the films? It was like 2 scenes. All I needed was those 2 scenes. Lupin showing up at Grimmauld Place to tell Harry to try to go along with the trio, and Harry yelling at him for doing a horrible thing, running out on his wife and child, and then for Lupin to come and show up at Bill and Fleur's house out on the beach. I'm like, she had the baby! Like, would it have been that hard? I only wanted 2 scenes. And then that cut scene, that wall was so beautiful. Of Tonks finding Lupin in the castle before the Battle of Hogwarts. Like, oh, they cut that! It was 15 fucking seconds!
You shouldn't have! It's Teddy who needs you.
He'll sleep till dawn and snore like his father. It's you that needs me tonight.
They're literally married. I mean, luckily they did put rings on their fingers, and like David was making sure that they had like all these little the two. I think it was more David and Nat, to be completely honest, because even those two were like, yeah, I wish more of our relationship was in the films.
Anything that you loved in the books that got cut out of the films that didn't make it into the final scenes?
With our relationship, I think there's obviously a lot more in the books than they had room for in the films.
Like, I want to like get serious for just like a real hot second. So, one reason I think that teenagers or people in their 20s or anybody gets like really obsessed with a character or an artist or a television show or a movie or something is because they see something of themselves or their lives in it. And I think most people understand that. But I don't think that people who judge people like me really understand the gravity of it. I didn't have like this horrible childhood. I really didn't. I mean, I had a mom who worked her ass off for me and my brother and sister. I had a stepdad that raised me and made sure that I had everything I needed. I did have a hard time with my biological father, and I still sometimes do, because the two of us just don't see eye to eye on like anything. I grew up in an area that there weren't a ton of people like me. There weren't a ton of people that were in touch with their feelings, that liked to sing and dance, that would have preferred to pretend to be other people than to be themselves. And so I got obsessive. And I found these people that are fake, that aren't real. Technically, they are very real to me. That aren't real, that are just on my television screen. That got me through so much. Okay, one of the first things I really got obsessed with was Demi Lovato. But she also had a hard childhood. She had a hard time with her biological father. She's been very open about her past and things that she's gone through. And I really related to that. And I thought, I literally love Glee because that was me in high school. I was the singer. I was the actor. I was the weird one. I was the one that would have gotten slushied. Don't make fun of people because of what they like. Something happened that they need this. They need it. I love Glee because that was me. I love Chris Colfer because he went through shit in high school and I was picked on in high school. I love Katie Lotz because she's a dancer and she's fucking incredible. I love Remus Lupin because he hates himself. And that is how I have felt for almost 23 years. I'm obsessed with this stuff and I have fandom stuff all over my room because this shit, this stuff, these inanimate objects will never leave me. Remus Lupin, I can read about him anytime I want. I can watch David Thewlis portray him in Harry Potter. Those things don't leave. And people do. People in real life, they leave. And I've had so many people leave me and just disappear that it makes me feel like there's something wrong with me. But Kurt Hummel and Blaine Anderson and Darren Criss and Chris Colfer and Demi Lovato, Katie Lotz, Stephen Amell, those people that I don't know or that are fictional, I feel like they care more about me than people in my past ever did. Is just watch what you say to people. Because I've met my idols. I've met almost every single one of them. And they made me feel more important in the 3 seconds that I talked to them than some of the most important people in my life ever did. And good for you if you don't understand. I'm happy that you've had a great life and you've never felt the kind of emptiness that the people like me have felt. And maybe you have and you just dealt with it differently. And that's okay. It's fine. But you still make fun of me. Make fun of people like me. Make fun of my friends. And don't sit there and tell somebody that they're stupid for liking what they like, or they're weird because they get obsessive about something, or someone. It's okay. Because quite frankly, if someone's obsessive about someone they will probably never meet, the chances of them meeting are very slim, especially if they're a fictional character. You know, there's something happened in this person's life that made them have to reach out and find something or someone to grasp onto. Someone that reminded them of themselves. That's what fandom is.
If you're going to be obsessed with something, being obsessed with a series of books or films is pretty good.
Yeah.
Some people are obsessed with heroin.
So you guys, if you guys like this video, please head on down there and give it a big ol' thumbs up. And while you're down there, you might as well hit that subscribe button to see more writing in my diary and more acting and creative stuff that I'm doing. This week I did not have a new video creative-wise because I filmed it and I didn't like the sound. It sounded weird. So I may redo it and I may just not put it up. Even though I was really excited about it. It was Harry Potter themed and I was super, super stoked, but I couldn't do it because the sound sounded really bad. So we may just not do that anymore. But make sure you subscribe. And also down in the description box below will be links to all of my social media, so make sure you go and follow me on there for all sorts of updates on my acting stuff and what I'm doing in New York. But for now, you guys, I am going to skedaddle on out of here, and I will see you all later.
Mischief managed.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I haven't told you that one yet.